video games and movies whenever it strikes my fancy. I have a really big review of Volume 8 coming up on the horizon, and some even more fun stuff planned for after that. But for now, I am just really, really excited to be a part of this totally awesome celebration of RWBY Volume 8. When it comes to fancy schmancy wordsmithery, RWBY characters are a mixed bag. Sometimes they're a little too lost in each other's eyes to do much besides bumble through their words, but other times they unleash a monologue so perfect you can tell that they've been practicing in the bathroom mirror for weeks. These speeches give these characters an opportunity to externalize their complicated inner worlds and advocate for their personal ideologies, and they get to be as dramatic as they want in the process.
True.
These are the nominees for Best Monologue. Ironwood's ultimatum speech.
I have always promised to defend this
If
kingdom.
I kill thousands,
Its
will you work
technology,
with me?
its future,
Nope.
from those who would see it destroyed. Our enemy is crippled, but one individual still denies Atlas its salvation. The protector of Mantle. I know how much Mantle means to you, so I'm going to give you a choice. You can bring yourself to Atlas Academy and do your duty. Help me save as much of Atlas as I can, and Mantle will be left to fend for itself.
May's speech to Team RWBY.
No, see, you just don't get it! This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose. So choose.
Ozpin's apology.
I was recently
Trust love.
reminded
Trust
of an old fairy tale.
love.
A young girl flees the consequences of a choice to a magical place. But, having never learned from her initial failure, she only succeeds in spreading it. I failed all of you. I should have trusted you with the truth, and should never have run the day you discovered it. And
Yeah.
I hope it's a risk you can take on me again.
Ruby's speech to Remnant.
My name is Ruby Rose.
I'm a live
I'm
streamer
a
now.
huntress. And if we've done everything right, then I'm talking to all of Remnant right now. Dr. Polendina can explain more later. But right now, you all need to know that the Kingdom of Atlas is under attack. I know the idea of the maidens and relics seems, well, crazy. But I
So
promised
keep her.
Professor Goodwitch of Beacon and Headmaster Theodore
Then
of
the
Shade
Good
can
Witch.
verify all of this.
With the Maya engine.
They might even be able to help organize a way to fight back. But sadly, General Ironwood can no longer be trusted.
Watts' speech to Cinder.
This is my number one. Use some ointment for that burn.
Because that's just what you do, isn't it? And how has that worked out for you? You stormed into Freya's room thinking you could take on Ironwood's top fighter and War Machine. But you couldn't. And that machine became the Winter Maiden. Oh, and let's not forget your deal with Raven Brownwind. Get all your enemies in one place so you'd have a shot at revenge. If only someone could have warned you against such a miserable idea. Oh, wait. I did!
And
That
the Oscar
Watts-
for Best
Watts
Monologue
roasting
goes
Cinder.
to
Watts roasting Cinder.
Watts' speech to Cinder.
Yep.
But you pushed ahead and you lost it when all you had to do was your job. You think you're entitled to everything just because you suffered, but suffering isn't enough. Can't just be strong, you have to be smart. Can't just be deserving, you have to be worthy. But all you have ever been is a bloody migraine.
So good.
All right, I was gunning for that one, so I'm very glad that the community is at my back. Yeah, there
was
a lot of great
awesome.
monologues this volume, but I don't think you can compete with someone who knows he's right and just has nothing.
You have to
lose.
be
Not to
worthy.
mention Chris Sabat is amazing, and also I think it's just really, really satisfying to hear the sorts of things that the fandom has been saying about Cinder for years finally vocalized by a character in the show. So that was a really satisfying element of it too. I want to thank all of you for your votes. I want to thank Murder of Birds and Calaxon for having me at this wonderful community event. And of course, I want to thank Kruby for for giving us another wonderful, wonderful volume.
Yep.
I am very excited to be a part of this, and I'm very excited to see you all again in Volume 9. Ta-ta.
Ta-da.
Hi, I'm Rigger. This isn't you, alright? Where? Oh, one sec. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Hi, I'm Rigger, and this is the Oscars, and I am ecstatic to be here.
You alright,
If you don't know
Rigger?
me,
I
since
don't
I'm
know. Are
kinda
you
new around
alright?
here, I'm a paper cutout that talks a lot about Ruby, as well as other things. I do crazy theories, like if you ever want to find out why Jin was human, then I can more than help you out with that. Not to mention I do reviews. At the moment we're going through Avatar episode by episode, and
Oh,
I'll be
that's
talking
awesome.
about some full anime series quite soon. I talk about movies a lot. We're likely going to start doing some movie-based content on the channel. I just started a new and exciting thing where we're designing characters, and I'm working with my audience to build the idea of a mirror universe in Ruby. And not to mention my big one, my Ruby Runs project, where we run through the plot of Ruby in what-if scenarios. We are currently several episodes deep into what if Jean died instead of Pyro. And let me tell you, it is quite an emotional ride. But we are not here to talk about
That's
me, we're here
interesting.
to talk about Volume 8, so let's get on to the award. When Ruby first started, it was sold to many on the fight scenes alone. The
Those
choreography,
Beowulfs.
as well as the unique weapons and enemies, defined a reason to watch it all and help get people on board with the show to start. These days, the characters and story have gone far beyond that point, and there's obviously a lot more to be invested in than just the fights. However, at the end of the day, it's good versus evil, right versus wrong, and
Also the
eventually swords
best
need
fight
to be
scene.
drawn. When that happens, it's do or die, and as we all know in this show, dying is certainly a possibility. So, while it's no longer the main selling point of the series, it's still central to the outcomes of the story and the survival of our characters. With signature weapons, dust, aura, semblances, maiden powers, and more at their disposal, a fight in Ruby is always a fight worth watching. That being said, it's time to find out which was the best. These are the nominees for Volume 8's Best Fight. Everyone versus Ironwood.
Additionally, beat up your boss day.
Weird.
Fight, kiss. That's funny.
Versus Hazel.
I could watch this fight over and over again. Over and over again! I can't remember what I did. I think I did Hazel versus Salem.
Schnee Manor versus the Hound.
Die at the Schnee the Schnee Museum. Not the museum, you guys will get the reference. It's not the museum is a movie with Ben Stiller.
What is this thing? It's just a Grim. Just focus.
It's not just a Grim. It is the Grim.
Team Ruby and Penny versus Cinder and Neo.
It's 5v2. What could possibly go wrong? Believe me, the amount of times I has asked me that question, it went so wrong so many times. The one time I was playing Rainbow Six Siege, it was a 5v2, and they annihilated us all, and it was just me. I
Volume 8 goes
dude,
to
I choked so
Everyone
hard.
versus Ironwood.
I choked so hard, man. I was so mad at myself. And it was an easy win too. Oh, so cool. Show me that anime move again. I love that move!
Ironwood certainly was one of the biggest hurdles that needed taking down, and it took more than a team to do it.
Oh, yeah.
From Emerald's master deception, Oscar tapping into his potential, Jean, Ren, and Nora going toe-to-toe with perhaps the strongest combatant in Atlas, it was still only possible due to Winter's perfect execution and showing the true depths of her talent and combat abilities. Without all of them combined, there was little to no chance. A worthy winner for sure. Like with any fight, there was so much to balance here between all of the weapons and powers, not to mention needing a snappy runtime, and they pulled it off. Everyone had a moment to shine and a role to play, showing exactly why they're worthy of being where they are. A big congratulations to Kruby and the show for delivering across the board this volume, keeping the combat satisfying alongside everything else that needs to go into the story. A big thank you to everyone involved in bringing us this volume, and a huge personal thank you from me to Arnold and Cal for inviting me on to host for you all. I truly hope you're all enjoying the Oscars and appreciate what a huge undertaking this is. And until next time, my name is Rigger. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope I did alright.